Appreciate you joining us this morning for KOF 15 at Texas Showdown 2024. My name is Sammy. With me is Cicada. Thank you guys so much. And Cicada is a classic here at Texas Showdown 2024.
Absolutely, man. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm stoked. We got that 10 a.m. pool starting fresh off the bat. We're getting ready for it. And I'm excited for it, man. KOF has been a long, strong, and dedicated scene, especially in the state of Texas. So I'm always excited to see it hosted out here by Texas Showdown, see all the players come out and just show up and compete. You know, it might be a small bracket, but that bracket is got a lot of depth to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I'm expecting to see some really good action today. I'm really looking forward to it as well. I'm just happy to be talking about KOF, man.
Yeah.
I love this game. So my in the point, I love talking about compositions of teams. It's like one of my favorite parts about KOF.
Yeah.
So my on point, Luong on point makes me really think that this is a character. Well, she does really well with a single EX bar.
Yeah.
So that's good, and she has good, very good neutral. So, but the problem is their defense kind of lacks a little bit. So you're gonna have to be on point on that, especially versus Robert, who is gonna have a DP fireball, kind of a classic like Art of Fighting style character.
Yeah.
And gonna have to stay strong versus that. So let's see how this goes.
Absolutely. I like to classify Robert as kind of Ryu with money. You know what I mean? Like, he's got all the same Shoto stuff. He's the most Shoto character in this, despite what Ryo would look like if you're to the untrained eye. And so far, he's using great work of that fireball. Oh, nice smash. Pushing him over to the corner already, and we're getting those high-low mix-ups with the short hop that KOF is famous for.
Yeah, getting that CD, keeping the pressure going. Yeah, there it is. That's that buff from the last patch, actually.
Oh, that jump back dive kick was nice, and then the EX full confirm and gets the stun. That'll be quick work at JoJo. Long, unfortunately, just not able to keep Robert off of him in that one.
Yeah, I would say Robert actually really excels in this point position in the version of the game, only because I think he is a character that kind of is kind of low damage in the sense of like most other characters in this position.
Yeah.
But has really good buttons, all things considered.
Yeah, he's got really strong stuff in the game. I mean, his heavies are really, really good. They take up a lot of space, and his lights are always solid, confirmed really well. God, that dive kick. I love that jump back dive kick to bait out a button from JoJo. Cronin has really strong defensive options. His EXDP infamous throughout this game's lifespan, just not really able to get anything going so far.
Yeah, looking for that opportunity. Going to guard cancel back just to keep the corner positioning.
He's trying to use the Cronin Fireball to at least get rid of the Robert, but not going to work. Using the drill, and again, just not getting anything going. DrunkMonkey is doing a lot of work here so far.
Yeah, Robert can be kind of weird to fight sometimes because you expect a Shoto-style character, you know, DP Fireball and kind of controlling space in front of you. But this character actually excels once you start sprinkling in the Tatsus and the dive kicks out of nowhere, throwing your opponent off guard and getting the hits things that you wouldn't normally get hit by.
Exactly. And good CD there to go ahead and push back into the corner. Maya's able to catch out for a ton of damage, and she also does really well at kind of keeping people out of her face immediately. Her normals are really strong and tend to be pretty good range to hopefully try and keep DrunkMonkey away from him, but already getting forced into the corner. Nice guard cancel out. I like the idea. Just going to use those fireballs to try and contest.
Yeah, you see following the fireballs.
Good sweep. Fireball. Nice jump into contest. EX Fireball. Going to keep him pinned down. Both of them are just trading projectiles back and forth here, using as much EX meter as they have available. DrunkMonkey finally running out, so that means the Fireball game should be pretty good for JoJo here, but nice CD. A lot of them just trading low hits. Nobody's really gotten a confirm in this life so far. Good Tatsu.
Yeah, it does it on block, or it would have done it on block, just kind of dialing it in, trying to see what's going on here. But he's just winning this war, especially, with a character up. He's kind of just playing this slow. And I actually say this a lot to new players as well, is when you're this high up, you're this far up on your opponent, playing slow is actually the best bet because you recover health in this game over time, right? So if your if the rounds go longer, that means you effectively do damage via the time.
Exactly.
Like if you recover 250 health instead of 300, you've done 50 damage to them just by making the round go longer.
Exactly.
So playing slow like that can definitely, especially if you're going to play a character like Robert or Andy, these characters in front are going to excel in that sort of like slow down, I'm going to make you play on my terms sort of thing.
Exactly. And that's kind of the strength of it too, is like you don't want to play into your opponent's win condition. You know Mai wants to get a hit and wants to try and cash out for damage to get rid of your character as fast as possible. So why not just stay away and throw some fireballs and, use CD and your good normals and just don't overcommit. Even if you get hit by fireballs here and there, well, you got 3 other characters in the back. You got a lot of health to work with. And so far, DrunkMonkey just doing a lot of work again to this Luong. JoJo's going to have to find a way out.
Yeah, great combo there as well. A lot of damage for half bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Finally getting back into this neutral here, trying to establish the space in front of them with Gekis, but doesn't get an opportunity to get anything out of it.
Yeah, those strong kicks get CD'd right back in the corner, and that's just going to close it out really quick. DrunkMonkey on Robert, not bad at all, and gets all of that health back. The KOF perfect, as I like to say. Cronin versus Robert. Cronin has a lot of options here. His slides, his conversions have always been really, really good. Drills can lock you down. Nice sweep to start it, but needs to find that first hit to make it matter. God, trade a CD. Oh, that command grab.
Yeah, the last thing in the pocket. That's what makes KOF characters so cool. Like, he doesn't need that command grab to play the game, but it's that extra spice that makes the character a little bit cooler.
Exactly. Good CD and good conversion in the fireball. Really, really good awareness there. Jump in. Just going to press buttons and challenge. Yeah, keep mashing. You're plus. You keep getting these on hits. Like, you're not converting into a full combo, but you're not going to get punished for hitting them. And again, Mai coming in 4 bars. She's got a lot of options here, but she has to find a meaningful first hit, and JoJo just hasn't been able to, unfortunately. DrunkMonkey playing super slow, super smart, and just not really playing into JoJo's outs. Wow, good cross-up. Oh. God, really solid damage for that half bar. CD, guard cancel out.
Yeah, just trying to get some space behind them, but trying to, get away from this corner that DrunkMonkey has done really well in, and unfortunately already pushed back into it.
Yeah, pretty quickly. Nice sweep with them just trying to dance around each other, but these jumps are... DrunkMonkey's just been controlling airspace. I mean, JoJo hasn't been able to keep DrunkMonkey out, despite the fact that, like, my crouching C and stuff has really good ways to contest aerial movement. Just unfortunately hasn't been able to this game so far. And nice pickup by DrunkMonkey. That'll be the kill.
Yep, and that'll be 2-0 to DrunkMonkey. Yeah, one of the things that you have to do versus Robert is make him police his Tatsus and police his dive kicks, because that's sort of the thing that he wants to do. He wants to control the space in front of him, but he also wants to make you think that you can run forward. Yeah. And so between the dive kick and the Tatsu, these are things that he has the ability to, like, play with that space a little bit and make you think, like, oh, it's my time, and then you get hit by a Tatsu or you get hit by a dive kick or something up to mind. Benimaru, as you see on the screen right here.
A classic, man.
And Yuri, actually. I'm pretty underrepresented character for how good people think here. Yeah.
She has just, I mean, she throughout the game's lifespan, she's always had, like, really solid damage off of confirms. She has a lot of tools to open you up between her fireballs. Her jump arc is super quick and super low, and it's really easy to open people up overhead. She's got so many good buttons for doing it. I agree. She is a bit underrepresented for how good she can feel to play and use sometimes.
Yeah, she does an incredible amount of damage for the amount of bar that she gets. And she controls the space in front of her very well. A little bit unorthodox, but she does do that pretty well, especially with that Farsi buff that she got in the latest patch. It now hits crouchers for 2 more startup frames. And I think every Yuri player took that one. They're like, okay, yeah, it's a little bit slower, but now that I don't have to worry about it getting crouched, it's just one of the best footsie buttons in that range.
Exactly. Good stuff so far already, and this has been currently pretty back and forth so far. Each of them just trying to jockey for control and for position. Mai really good at controlling space in front of her, like, to a good degree. She doesn't immediately put up a wall, but she is good at controlling long-range space and is trying to get that done so far, but unfortunately, they've both been kind of trading back and forth. Nobody's really able to convert it into anything big so far. Jump back and just going to use those fireballs to try and contest.
Yeah, the greatest thing about Mai in this game is that she has incredible light normals.
Yeah.
Her 2A, her 2B, her 5A, all really long range and can pretty much keep everybody out. So that means you have to play outside of your sort of range that you normally like to play for that kind of speed.
Absolutely. Oh, good fireball. Just going to throw it out. Sees Mai jump in. Ain't no risk in doing it. And you're going to get back a pretty decent amount of health. That round wasn't super long. So, Bop Ally has a little bit of stock to work with here, but Dinosaur off of one grab is just going to kill you no matter what.
Yeah.
Nice DP. Classic fireball, DP the jump in. We love to see it.
Yeah, looking for that opening. Speaking of good normals, that is the thing that's really good about this character. Look at that 2A. Yeah.
So solid. Controls so much space, so long, and convertible, too. Always nice to see. Nice cross up there. Wasn't able to convert him off of it. Ooh, yeah, there's that JC.
Oh, didn't get the combo, but it all hit still.
Troll just going to stick buttons, use those JCs to get those quick overheads, and that's what I'm talking about. Her jump arc, it's so fast. It's hard to react to. You have to be really ready for it and almost call it out to a certain degree. Yeah, that far C you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Super good. Yeah, that is one of Yuri's best assets as a character, is that her jump arcs are not only super strong, but they're super fast, right? In comparison to everybody else. So it actually catches people a lot off guard. And with her JD, her jump C, like these normals incredibly strong. It definitely lets her go to the air quite often. So you're going to have to police the air. You have to keep this character from thinking that they can just go up and get jump-ins whenever they want.
Yeah. Oh, God. Hard cross. Immediately just going to cash out. Got sick of dealing with that little child jumping around the screen.
Understandable. But, okay, so we have Ralph at the anchor. We don't normally see this character back here, but incredible damage per meter spent. If he gets a couple opportunities, he can actually run 2 characters back with the 4 bars.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, DoomBase has been saving meter the entire time and really hasn't had a chance to convert super heavily. So he's going to be in a great position here if he can get the touch. But Benny Morrow, really, really good at keeping you out of him. I mean, his fireballs are just insane. Their way to keep you out just right in front of him is really, really good. And great on block, too. Oh, nice flash kick. Oh, yeah. Punch the ground. Good throw.
Yeah. Oh, super high up, so wasn't able to get the combo off of it. Oh, catching it. No, it's just going to be on chip.
Yeah. Just let it rip, baby. Beyblade.
It's not over. This is Ralph with 3.5. Yeah. So it's like, but it's also Rio with 3.5. He's not going to need much more than a whiff in order to get this done, but he needs the opportunity.
Good fireball. Oh, the jump in doesn't get the confirm. Gets another jump in hit. Not going to be enough to kill, though. Good block. Oh, no.
There's a chance.
Oh, DoomBase doesn't cash out. Yeah, goes for the chip there. I don't blame him.
Yeah, going to do it for full screen, hoping that he was doing something, and indeed he was.
Yeah.
Alloy able to take the first one.
Even on block, that's like rough. I think you get cooked pretty well on it.
I
mean, like
you
with
take
the amount
a lot
of life
damage.
you have, yeah. But it's still good decision making by Bop Alloy. That Yuri really did a lot of work. And honestly, if you're DoomBase, you're gonna need to control this guy. You can't let Yuri keep jumping in on you like she has been.
Yeah, you have to. The thing about it is that not only do you have to make her think that she can't go up to the air all the time, you have to make her make different decisions. Like, the thing is that he's choosing air to ground normals all the time because he's not afraid of air-to-air situations and not being afraid of being anti-aired. Yeah. So at every situation, he's using stuff like Jump C, which is going to hit people on the ground. Once you get him to start committing to stuff like Jump A and Jump CD, then you can start low-profiling him. Yeah. Then you can start anti-airing him more often, and that's going to start up make the game a lot easier for you.
Absolutely. And Maya has a lot of legitimately solid tools to do that. Her air normals are really, really good herself. She has things like 2C, a really good just swat you out of the air normal. Just hasn't really been able to get things going for DoomBase. And like you're saying, Yuri, Bop Alloy can just keep jumping in because there's really no threat to her so far.
Yeah, and Maya do have quite a bit of tools for that, but we'll see. One of the good things about having Dinosaur as a grappler as opposed to, let's say, like Clark or Shermie is that Dinosaur does damage as opposed to, like, Clark, who has a lot of options. Yeah. So, that's why you play the character. That good normals, armor normals as well. That 2C would be really good if you can implement it into your game.
Let's see. So far it's gotten a little bit of a snag on a grab, but again, not able to convert out of anything else. Would that stand that far, C, man? Yuri, so much range, and just doing a good job of not trying to walk into DoomBase's stuff until just then decides to be a little bit too proactive, and now this is where KOD excels, gets thrown out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, a chance to do some Oki there, unfortunately. Got thrown.
Got the head.
There it is. There it is. Oh, did it on air flip, so, got punished for it, but not too bad. Still has a chance.
Close. Ooh, it rolls the dice. It doesn't actually hit. Again, rolls it. I love it, man.
Tried to get a read on a fireball there. It didn't work out.
Yeah, tried to bite on it twice, and both times Bob just, I'll wait here for a second. I don't have to spend it. Back to that anchor, Ralph. Yuri at pretty low health. All he needs is one touch, but Bob's been so good at just keeping him out of range. Look at these fireballs. Exactly what you were saying earlier. Not overcommitting. Doesn't need to do anything crazy. Good throw. Just going to relax. Another good throw.
Nice. Good read on the roll.
God.
Yeah, this is going to be damage.
Dude, he can smell blood in the water. He knows DoomBase wants to kill this character so badly that he can just sit here and be oh, double throw. I love the frame kills, by the way, to get those throws off.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do anything, and that's going to be Alloy taking it 2-0. One quick note I want to say, pretty cool that he actually went for the EXDP in the corner there instead of air flip. So usually Yuri players go for the air flip afterwards because the last hit, the demon flip into the air throw, basically does an incredible amount of damage for the end of her combo. That's why you see her first and second, actually. She does a ton of damage. And actually, you went for the EXDP instead because you wanted to keep the corner and keep the positioning. It drops a lot of damage. Like, what you are doing is committing to having the positioning be the way that you win the round. So, Uni player, really strong KOF player. Might be able to see the on-hill out of him that we got to see earlier. Or maybe he's been moving on to some other characters. I actually haven't seen him play KOF in a while. So, with Uni coming out, he's put a lot of focus into that. Obviously, one of United States' strongest Uni players, so quite understandable.
Absolutely. I mean, he won the Evo community event last year. He second places or wins major events all over the country for that game. He's put in a lot of work for it, and he's a big fan of it. Really, really strong in KOF in the time he's been. Mostly, like you said, known for that on-hell. Really, really strong on-hell in this game. And sort of has bounced around other characters. I'm curious to see if he sticks on it. Of course, we also have Donk. He's very, very strong KOF competitor as well. Yeah,
I'm excited to see if he's kept the same team, if he's moved on. I mean, a lot of people, honestly, in KOF, like a lot of the times we just flip around teams because we're just like antsy. We just want to play new characters. Like I know I'm in my like stand in front of you, like play normal KOF because I play weirdo characters. I'm like Hanako and Luong, and I just want to like. I want to like out knowledge you, but like recently I've been playing a lot of like the normal like Geese and Rio, just kind of like playing normal KOF. Learn how to actually play fundamentals instead of just like cheesing everybody out the whole time.
And knowledge check, it works. It works until they figure it out, and then you're like, all right, well, time for the second one. Good stuff. And I kind of like these team comms so far. Geese in the front, big wall character. A lot of good options. He spins meter really, really well, but he's also surprisingly can run pretty lenient, if I recall correctly. Yeah,
so Geese is especially really strong in point because he has, in my opinion, almost every normal's best in class. Like, maybe like close D out of all of them, and even then it's still plus on block if you can get it to activate. But like, every normal is like incredibly strong. So you put them on point basically to just beat everybody with better normals than the opponent. Also, that palm being -4 but pushing far out away for a punish makes it so hard to actually get anything started on him, even on block.
Yeah, it's really hard to contest. I mean, you're already seeing it so far. When he hits him with that palm, immediately these block strings look so far away that Leona doesn't really have a good way to contest. Leona herself, a solid point. She tends to do a little bit better with meter, if I recall, because she has some really strong setups and really good ways to lock you down and cash out for a ton of damage. But even as points, she does have strong normals, and she has strong projectiles that kind of at least keep you away and try and play her game plan.
Yeah, so Leona on point is a bet. Basically, you're saying that if I can get started with my game plan, I can run over 2 characters at the minimum with the amount of meter that I get, right? So, like, that's why you haven't seen Leona spend any meter in neutral. Like, there's no need for it. You just want your opportunity to get in. And MVD actually understanding that as well was like, I'm basically not going to give you the opportunity to get in easily.
Good parry, get it. And of course, we have like 7 seconds here on the clock. So Obstacle's life lead, he's been playing super safe and patient, is really going to come into terms here in just a moment. VMD doesn't really have a good way to get in and clear it out. Fortunately, had to make a commitment. Obstacle just sweeping to close it out. Really good stuff. Neither of them playing super committal there. Worked out well for Obstacle, but Obstacle doesn't have a ton of meter going in the second character, so it makes it a little harder to do the Leona gimmick you were talking about.
Yeah, Leona usually the character wants to go in, kind of more of a Rushdown style character. But in that point, we should recognizing that really difficult to get in on Geese, really difficult to get in on MVD, and actually just kind of like chilled out, played full screen. Like, I'm going to wait for my opportunity instead of trying to force it.
And of course, K-Dash really, oh god, nice challenge out in the cross under. Really good stuff. Well, got the hit, but not going to confirm. Has a grenade set up. You're forced to hold that. We're just going to go back into the corner for some pressure. Good DP out by BMD.
Nice block. No, missed the combo. That was going to be pretty much kill if they got the full combo, but in a great position right now. Just goes low after the little walk back. Doesn't kill just yet. Makes a read on the DP, and Obstacle's up too.
Good call out. K-Dash as a mid character, I think that's typically where he is, either mid or anchor. Really good cash out on meter. His combos look a little swaggy too, but he does a lot of damage with every hit he gets. And of course, the Clark at the bottom, he meter dumps like a madman. Command grab grappler. If you guess incorrectly, he has armored command grabs, and then that unarmored command grab that'll lock you down and really allows him to cash out for a ton of damage. Speaking of which, gets a snag already.
Yeah, backdashing away. One of the best things you can do against Clark is constantly mess up your defensive options. Do not stay still versus this character.
Yeah.
So I like to see that backdash early on versus Clark, but MVD finally getting the Leona off the screen.
But Obstacle's got a lot of characters in the back. Cronin, especially in the earlier patches, infamous for his ability to dump meter and kill you. And even now, after a couple of nerfs, still really good at controlling screen space. His fireballs are really solid. His conversions are really good. Exactly what we're seeing here. DP into DP for very little meter. That did a lot of damage, almost 60% there.
Yeah, he's set more in like a unique playstyle now. Like instead of a character who kind of just like walls out and walks forward, he kind of just actually wants to play footsies the entire time, make you jump, and then use it one of the best DPs in the game in order to keep you from feeling like you can do that.
Absolutely. And yeah, just wake up DP there. Saw VMD committing to an option. I'm just gonna wake up in DP. You're gonna die for it.
Yeah, great stuff. So really cool. I actually really like Leona. I think she's an incredibly strong character in the right hands. Like she's a character that actually she has like 2 tech 100% with a bar and a half.
Yes.
Very, very scary.
Yeah.
Like no other character has that sort of reward because her value on her super or on her meter is so strong.
Yeah.
So seeing her on point is really unique, but also very cool to see Obstacle piloting it this well.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. Like that's what I've seen. Even if I haven't kept up with the KOF community super hard, I see some Twitter clips. I've seen some of the setups that she can do and the way she can convert so much. Good hit to push back into the corner already, and we're going to go ahead and continue pressure. But Leona, if she can get that ball rolling, is frightening to say the least.
Yeah, and you see actually MVD, his guard bar is getting taxed.
Yeah.
Trying to back up, trying to create some space, letting that guard bar recover. Boy, nope, close to D, but out of the air.
The fireball to try and prevent him from moving forward, but Rapukins are strong, man. Air Rapukin, really, really good option. Very similar life totals here, both of them trading back and forth. BMD's guard bar finally getting back to normal. Leona's going to have a little bit more meter than BMD, but BMD has a lot of options. Good throw to get him out. Love proximity throws.
Oh, lets him get for the cross up. Oh, doesn't let him get anything after EX Earring, so able to dissipate that. Don't have to worry about getting hit by a big damage combo afterwards, but Obstacle does have a slight life lead.
Yeah. I mean, BMD's going to have to do some work to get over this. You don't want to force this to another timeout. But on the plus side, Obstacle has less health than before, so it's not going to regain very much health at all here. Yeah. 11 seconds on the clock. You're gaining barely nothing back, maybe 100 life. Good situation for BMD, but Obstacle still having that Leona is bad, to say the least. K-Dash going to back off, uses fireballs, try not to overcommit here. Nice. Just trying to fake him out. Both of them playing pretty patient. Oh, big TP bet, not going to work. Sets up the earring. Good pressure. No hits yet. Good trade, finds a hit in the corner. We're going to go ahead, short hop, continue the pressure. Nice smash out by BMD. Catching him on the dash. Good DP.
Yeah, backing up. Doesn't want to deal the DP. 2 BDB. Just, you know, knew it was going to hit, so it hit. So, I mean, what can you say? It works.
That's what we call a skill issue, right? Good skill confirmed. Get that 2B immediately to DP. You had it buffered, and it worked out really, really solid to just close out that character. You don't need to work too much harder than anything else. If it's going to kill, it's going to kill, right? And now we're in the Cronin K-Dash. Not a matchup we saw in the last one. Again, Cronin looking to do Cronin stuff, play the neutral. K-Dash similarly got really, really good neutral buttons. His far heat really, really strong for controlling space. Driving him into the corner so far, finally getting out. Just VMD jumping out, not over afraid of anything Obstacle is doing so far.
Oh. Gonna spend it on the bar too. That's what you want to do as Cronin. You want to basically say no to jump in.
Yeah.
You want to tell the opponent that this is not something that they get to implement into their game plan as often as everybody else. So
absolutely.
Spending the bar on that, sending the message.
My favorite thing. Ooh, pulls out the rocket launcher. He got the gun off the slide. Really good awareness for Obstacle to immediately match that out upon seeing it. Good stuff. VMD back down to the Clark again. Got about 2.5 bars a meter. So Clark, again, can get a meaningful touch here. He can do a lot of damage, but Cronin's got a lot of tools to wall Clark out and then prevent him from jumping in to really establish good pressure. So let's see what he can do. Yeah, tries to wake up with the command grab. I'm assuming the armored one to try and get a mash out. Good overheads. Double overhead. Thought he was going to do it again. Baits him with the low instead.
Drops a combo, but still in a really good position.
Backs off. Obstacle doing so good. Oh, no. Gets caught by a regular grab on command. But still, Obstacle doing a really, really good job of just staying out of range of Clark's best options, right? Not trying to overcommit, using strong Cronin drills, fireballs, and just good movement to prevent Clark from really getting anything going. Guard cancel to get farther away. Does not want to have to hold any mix that's coming up. Oh, nice. Gets a hit. Great confirm into that quick mode.
Oh, drops the combo, though. That could have killed. But, yeah, that's the rest of the quick mode dissipating. Nothing, no big reward out of that one.
Yeah, that would have been really meaningful. Wow, good job baiting the DP. Runs up and gets a grab. Doesn't convert out of it, unfortunately. It's those stream nerves, those little drops, but those really, really add up in a game like this, especially with how little health you're going to have going into this last round. The timer was low, and you have to deal with Isla, who is even better at walling you out than Cronin is.
Yeah. This character's so strong. Gets a throw here. Yeah, and just going to play at range and maybe an accidental max mode. But one way or another, Obstacle's able to take it 2-0 over VMD. Good stuff.
Yeah, solid play all around. You know, it's Isla's an interesting character. I kind of love seeing her because I remember for so long she was like just all right.
World Championship. Perfect. Thank you for
I was about to say
Dulon. No, Dulon, actually, and Ramon as well. You're actually right. But, like, Dulon, because I was trying to mention Paco. Paco showing on the Dulon. Yeah. And it burned so many players because people weren't ready for the matchup. And people didn't have the matchup experience versus this character. Very, very strong, on point, has incredibly large normals. If you haven't seen this character yet, he actually got buffed extensively in this mini patch right before SNK World Championships, and has actually made the character really strong in my opinion. So, but it is definitely not a pick up and go character. This is a character that takes a lot of experience. It takes a lot of knowledge in order to learn how to play versus other characters. Playing against the Dino to start, so that's quite interesting. You don't normally see King of Dinosaurs on point because it's actually kind of a character that does better with meter. Usually not what you say for a lot of the grapplers in the game. Yeah. But he does love dumping meter into his combos. So we'll see.
I mean, it's going to be hard. You know, the kind of the buildup of this is going to be, is LinkWolf going to be able to keep him out with dual on, or is Tantan just going to keep getting in over and over? And so far, good early start. Gets the snag and good damage to get it going. Tantan looking pretty solid here. LinkWolf hasn't been able to keep him out so far. And once you're in these Ogi situations against Dinosaur, it feels really, really bad.
Yeah, trying to back up now, and Tantan just moving forward, not trying to give him that space. All right, doesn't quite combo it. Maybe a little bit too far.
Gets the sweep. Okay, LinkWolf getting a little stuff going. Wants to try and get some damage on. Fireball. Oh, big whiff. I forgot that does whiff on crouchers. It makes it a little bit hard to use in those close-range scramble situations. Tantan's going to go ahead and close it out. LinkWolf being forced on Ramon. Ramon's very similar to El Fuerte in the sense that if you don't get his gimmicks, you're going to get steamrolled by him. You got to figure him out really quickly.
Yeah, a very, very underrepresented character. So we'll see how this plays out. Trade. However, I will say, though, that in North America, we might have a better chance playing against this character because there are quite a few Mexican players who do love playing Ramon.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if we get that. Gets a throw here.
Good throw. Jump in with the body cross. Just sweeping him up, and that's going to go ahead and go for Ramon pressure. Gets the overhead. That's going to clear.
That drop kick. Oh, going for the Arbor command grab on Wake Up. It's going to work out.
But gets thrown a little bit too close. Those proximity throws you have to be very careful about because people can just throw you out of your stuff. Almost similar to the old Gear games in that respect. Good pressure. Oh, there's the Ramon crossover. Yoink.
Yeah, one-foot throws definitely changed a lot about how we play the game. You know, you used to see a lot of like roll across, Oki setups and stuff like that that are impossible now because of it. And it's actually what it's made is, I think, a more stand-up game or more footsie-oriented game that is basically just ask it like a more sort of in-front-of-you offense.
Absolutely, yeah. Into the Hydern now. Hydern, solid meter spinner, and I believe if I recall correctly, he's one of the better characters of this patch. He's got a lot of damage and a lot of good conversions out of hits. And he controls space really, really well with those kind of sonic boom projectiles of his.
Yeah, incredibly strong character. Just on top of having the projectiles, stuff like that, jump CD, 2C, I mean, just Stinger, Farf C, all of these things just control space in front of him so well.
Yeah.
So really difficult, but on top of which, an incredible meter spender. You can spend however much you want for combos, and it's going to be almost above average, or if not, really, really strong damage.
Yeah, and LinkWolf's going into the Sylvie. I kind of like LinkWolf's cast because he's definitely playing a bit more of the weird characters so far in this game.
Yeah, I love Sylvie in this version. I think she's super strong, and she chunks so much damage. So that's why you see her on Anchor actually can make these comebacks by just getting some regular combos. She does above average damage almost across the board.
Oh, nice. Trying to go for an Ogi setup. Not going to connect to Tantan. Going back in. Wow, good DP. That invincible reversal there. He's going to catch Tantan out of the sky, trading back and forth. Nice slash. Fireball sets up another one, but not going to connect. Gets the low and run up into the tick throw. We like it, a classic. And Tantan going to go ahead and go up 1-0 in this match.
Yeah, Hydran, one of the best characters in the game, in my opinion. Not only because he's just strong fundamentally, but also he has a really easy way to set up his own mix-up. He has the family jump C, Leona Hydran jump C that they are so infamous for. That makes some really ambiguous cross-up potential. And he actually gets to set it up just off of Storebringer. So that's one of the reasons why he's incredibly strong. You'll see him on second because he just has the ability to always combo into it. He can do basically anything into EX Stinger, gets the Stormbringer, gets to be able to set it up. If he wants to spend extra bar on that, he actually can. So that's being on point, or second is pretty common for this character, but he can really go anywhere. He's just that strong of a character.
Yeah, absolutely. Good proximity throw for Tantan. They're going to go ahead and keep Dualon from crossing him up underneath. Dualon going to have to try to figure out a way to keep Tantan out. He struggled with it last time, but Dualon definitely has the normals to brick out, you know, Dinosaur, but hasn't really been able to do it so well. Wow, those slashes.
Yeah, I really like LinkWolf to actually just establish a lighter game.
Yeah.
This character has a lot of really far-range tools, but he's not really getting the opportunity to use them because he himself is running forward. Unfortunately, misses that confirm and gets punished for it.
Really unfortunate situation. You're exactly right. Like, LinkWolf was leaning on a lot of like sweeps, which is a little surprising considering how good like stand A is, you know, far A and different stuff is from Dualon in this game. Yeah,
I actually really like to see like far B more often in 6A, the stuff that really keeps you from running forward. But onto the Ramon now. This character had the ability to get rid of the King of Dinosaurs before, so let's see if we can do it again.
And there's the run and all the different follow-ups that come out of it. Got the hit, but wasn't able to confirm it to the really big damage to close this one out. Instead, Tantan getting a hit, and this one's going to be pretty nice. Good amount of damage there for no meter. Or for 50 meter, I apologize. Good command grab, throws him back into the corner, and now you got one more guess for your life.
Oh, where are you going?
Not in a good place, evidently. Gets J8 to close it out. JB to close it out. Tantan working on a dinosaur OCB. Good stuff so far into the Sylvie. LinkWolf hasn't really been able to get his game plan started at all here.
Nice.
Yeah, really good challenge there.
Oh, doesn't cash out on it. Those close D punishes, close normal punishes for this character are insane. Mashes on the plus frames that time. Good presence of mind to understand that will have a gap.
Oh, just jump in. Tantan, yep, gets the grab on the jump.
Yeah. Good strong DP. I got one of my own.
Yeah. Jump. Nice cross up there. Tantan gets the connection. Nice conversion. And you're still going to be able to pressure on Oki. Ooh, the armored command grab getting you out of that situation completely.
Yeah, but unfortunately didn't get the punish. Yeah, EX Leap is going to be the one that takes it for Tantan. And Dinosaur OCV, not something you see all that often, but here we are. Texas Showdown 2024, great stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, unfortunately wasn't able to get that punish because he did commit to that armor command grab. Literally was just locked in jail until it completed. Of team building tension, I feel like, in that team. And just trying to figure out where to put them all to maximize their strengths here, right?
Yeah, so when you get to this point with these teams specifically, when you're playing a bunch of top tiers, a lot of the top tiers in this game actually have the ability to go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's just one of the reasons why they're top tier.
Yeah.
So when you play them on point or on anchor, you're basically saying that this is kind of the play style that I want to play.
Yeah.
Rio on anchor really good because he just blows you up with one combo. Hydrant really good on point because he just has incredible normals.
Yeah.
So you're asking the opponent to beat these, right?
Absolutely.
And then you're going to combo constantly in the Stormbringer. You're going to get more health than the opponent, and you're going to, you know, just basically. Well, don't do that.
On that slash. Yeah, Obstacle has a chance to do a lot of damage here. Really nice combo off of that. Very little meter spin done. Oh, but gets crossed up anyways. 29 seconds, not gonna. You gain a good amount of health either way as item, but Obstacle doing a lot of work on that first character already. Solid stuff from him.
Yeah, once you get to underneath 30 seconds, it drops down to 150 from 250 health.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not as a lot, but see if he can get some Bath with just Stormbringer. If he can find some hits, that'll be very valuable for him. Nice. EX Moonslasher. Oh no, a little bit too high to get a punish on that.
Good pressure, trading kind of back and forth here so far. Hydern, pretty low health here. Obstacle's really got to get one good hit. Got the drill for the first place, going to get the drill to go ahead and close it out. And Obstacle going to regain basically all that health he lost back in a really comfortable situation going into the second character for both of them. And basically the same meter. We have an even game on this one. Wow, CD to start.
Push up towards the corner.
Get the drill, going to go ahead and pressure, and now Kid starting offense, and let's see what, oh, immediately cancels. And this is what you were talking about, the damage he can do off of a meter is super, super good for that 1.5 bars, dealt 70% off that, really good stuff.
I actually really like that he went for the EXDP towards the end there because that actually gives you incredible Oki. Nice, great. Love to see it. Yeah, so you go for the EXDP there because it gives you incredible Oki. It lets you set up left, right.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more meter spent, but obviously Jacking Off playing that style. He wants to end his combos that way and basically make it a one-touch situation. But that is one of the best flash kicks in the game, if not the best.
Absolutely. And I love at the start of this round, Jack, very patient, just waiting for Obstacle to overcommit with Isla, immediately TP'd him out of this guy. But Isla kind of getting out of the corner here. We're changing the positions a little bit, but Jack is so good at fighting his way out, just doing those neutral jump C's and D's. Really, really solid control space. Gets the hit already, and nice. We're going to see a big conversion.
Yeah, gonna need one more, though. Goes for the cross-up that time. A little bit too high to combo off of it.
Yeah. Isla has some work. Okay, lands a hit. You have 5 bars a meter. You can cash out for an absolute ton. He goes ahead into the level 2. This is going to do a good amount of damage, and you're going to have OK afterwards. Let's see what he goes with.
Oh, doesn't complete the combo, unfortunately. But, yeah, and then Hungetsu-zan is going to be able to take it. Jack really showing off the cam. I'm happy, man. I think this character is so cool in this version of the game, and kind of really underrepresented. But, man, when you get going, you can get going with this character. So, really happy to see it. So we go back to a version of Select. I'm not quite sure which one, I think.
It was just a long loading screen.
No, long loading screen. All right, cool.
Ready? The game had to reset everything after that. Kim was beating people so bad. Back over. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, great singer. So I think Obstacle's game definitely changes a little bit if he gets the win over the Hydrant early on, right? That in the first round, there's a pixel health between the both of them. It was a one-touch situation. So if he can win those instead, definitely puts himself in a better position versus Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's able to go into that second round with Leona still alive and with some meter to spin, it becomes a much better situation. You're able to convert a lot more effectively, especially against a character like him who wants to dump meter and convert really strongly as well. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen. Currently, Obstacle got a bit of a life disadvantage, but doing a good job of running some pressure. Nice rollback from Jack. Not going to get caught. Good pressure. Nice cross-up.
Yeah, didn't go for that last round, so didn't have it in his mind. Good way to sneak it in, and had to spend 2 EXs, but Jack able to take the first character.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get that meter back no matter what. It sucks to spin it a little bit. You wanted to try and have it going into it, but Obstacle on that Cronin, he can have that DP, so Jack's going to have to be pretty careful about how he's doing these close jump-ins. Exactly what I was saying. Gets the DP, immediately converts into the super. Not the biggest damage in the world, but definitely helps get you in a better situation. Backing off, both of them playing pretty careful. The jump CDs, using the drill for pressure. Nice sweep to catch him.
Oh, gonna max off this to make sure he gets the kill. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smart move. Just goes ahead, spins it, wants to get to that next character as quick as possible and put yourself on pretty even footing versus Ken. You have a pretty big meter disadvantage here, but even life, you have some way to work and try and kind of come back into this, and you've got good normals here. Oh, gets caught, but no conversion. Nice, gets the drill for good pressure and the wake up DP.
Yeah, he's going to keep wake up DPing until you block one of them. So, like, and since they give him really good Oki, it's 4 frames. I mean, there's no reason for him not to do it until this happens. No, but you have to punish it. You have to make him bleed, and he's actually going to do it to him.
Yeah. Really good EXDP, gonna get that Oki, keeps on same side high, not bad, and just flipping right back in. I know this Obstacle wants to click a button. Obstacle very liberal with that drill, advancing normal, and so you can kind of catch him off guard with stuff like that.
Yeah, no more meter, but spent all of it to basically have a full health bar, so he can build it back for his anchor character if needed, if he gets a couple of hits even. See how he wants to play this one. Yeah. Obstacle has an opportunity, does have the 2 bars. Nice, gets him punished. So having a 4-frame flash kick that goes that far, not every character can get a punish on that, but Kim can, and he's showing that.
Really good awareness and just the ability to know, hey, I can get through this. Really, really good stuff. And that's part of why Jack is such a strong competitor, and he's seeded to get so far into this bracket and is doing good work for it so far. But the Obstacle's not out. Oh, found the low, but no confirm on that 2B. Goes ahead, puts him back into the corner, needs to find a big hit and make it count quickly here. Went for the double overhead, not going to connect. And just trying to keep space back. Good check on the throw. All right, finds the hit, pushing him back over, but no big conversions. Oh, Jack into the quick mode. Oh, drop. Right here.
Yeah, dropped the combo, unfortunately. EX on is on just spending the meter, getting out of that mode.
Ooh, good flash kick into the immediate super cancel. Uses the good normals, close game, but Jack with the EXDP gonna get himself out of that situation.
Yeah, good stuff to Jack. Moving on through the tournament. Love seeing the Kim. I think this character is so cool. So I'm very happy to see it. And it piloted very well, even showing off some character matchup stuff as well. Yeah. So has a 4-frame flash kick. I should talk about this a little bit slower.
So that Robert KOD into the game.
Yeah, okay. And then uniquely on BlazerFury side, Shermie. Underrepresented character for sure, because she's kind of weird. She's not like she's not the grappler that Shermie is. She's actually kind of a zoner trapper character.
Absolutely.
And very unique playstyle, and not a playstyle a lot of people play in this game. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. One of Shermie's biggest strengths is if she can get that first hit, one, she does really solid damage off of the meter that she has. But two, if she can get the hit, her ability to set up traps, keep you locked down, as well as make you guess, is really, really strong.
Oh, no punish. No punish!
It's a bit of that, those stream jitters are already starting to fire. And look at, Shermie just trying to set up those little traps everywhere. In the back, you've got Joe and Whip. Also, pretty good mid-screen characters. Have a lot of ability to wall you out and oppress you, and good conversions. Joe has really, really strong, but technical conversions. Whip, really, really strong damage as well.
Yeah, so putting Joe on second instead of first basically means that what you're asking for is once you get the hit, you're going to blow them up. Yeah. So Joe, incredibly strong zoner, has a DP for zoning style, actually, and what I think, in my opinion, the best fireball in the game. Yeah. So you're going to try to play that play style, but you're going to need the opportunity to. DrunkMonkey trying to close that space, not give him the opportunity to chuck those fireballs.
Wow, good throw on the wake up there. Throws a fireball. Back kind of in that mid-screen. I love the neutral jump into the JD. Really, really good option to cover that zone, that pressure there, and keep Blazer from pressing buttons. Oh, nice dive kick, jump back. Blazer's been having a hard time really getting anything started against this Robert. Had a chance with the Shermie, but unfortunately dropped the conversion after that whip on the EX Tatsu. And DrunkMonkey, since it has been controlling space super well. Nice CD. No conversion, but gets a jump in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, it's not the thing. It's not like just the 2Bs. It's not the block strings that are really getting BlazerFury. It's that when he mixes up the dive kicks and the Tatsu, it feels like, oh, it's my turn to get some offense in, and then you get hit by Tatsu all of a sudden. So you have to find a way to snuff that out.
Oh, got a jump in and got the ground conversion on it, but wasn't able to convert, but is able to punish this DP here. You're going to be able to cash out for a good amount of damage, and you need to get this Robert dead sooner rather than later. Juice is not the spin.
Yeah, I'd like to see some meter spent on that combo, just because you already have 4 bars. And you have a long road ahead of you, so the quicker you can do this, the better.
Goes ahead, jump in, but is doing a good job of controlling space. Blazer hasn't really gotten hit on his whip yet so far. Just Oh, finally, speak of the devil, commentator curse. Getting pushed right back into the corner as DrunkMonkey is able to get in within that range where he can start actively pressuring him. Good guard cancel to get out. Back at it, trying to bait on the DP, or on the dive kick, not going to work. Fighting back and forth. Nobody's really landing big hits, but DrunkMonkey is slowly helping bridge this gap in life here.
Yeah, and really think about it, DrunkMonkey's actually even done 150 damage just by time alone at this point, right? So you're just not be able to recover as much health, and just even these little hits, these little chips are mattering so much because the time is just going down the entire time where these two are playing.
Ooh, 12 seconds. It has gotten so much closer now. It's very possible that DrunkMonkey, if he gets a late hit here, will be able to just cash out the damage, but unfortunately off that grab, he can't convert into the super. So Blazer is going to connect, and is certainly going to win this, but with so little health getting back, it is hard to imagine getting through that Andy and that dinosaur.
Yeah, so you're going to have to play really solid. I think the thing you want to do here is BlazerFury is actually spend this meter on this game, on this Andy here. When you get the kill, get as much health as you can back, and then just have to play fundamentally solid versus the Dino. Gonna spend it here on the Quick Max. Oh, actually, we're going all in on this one. All 4 bars.
I like the option a lot. You get the quick mode, immediately confirm, put yourself in a one-touch scenario, and you need that. Like you were saying, you need the time. You need to get some health back here. Got a hit, but wasn't able to convert it into a full combo, unfortunately. Kind of an awkward place to get it, and it's just going to use those whip normals. Needs to close it out quickly. Gets the air-to-air, good stuff, and just spacing out DrunkMonkey. But DrunkMonkey, for his credit, not, oh no. He's not overcommitting. He's just staying far away because he knows that that time is the most valuable thing he has right now.
Fireball, just hit him out of the air. Ooh, plus, no. Oh, the EX fireballs. Goes a little bit slower than you expect. It's not something that you see all that often. I mean, you don't see Andy all that often. But unfortunately jumped into that one and almost made that comeback, actually. He had another character to get by, but if he got through that Andy, there was an opportunity there for Blazer, so very close. I mean, definitely one of those things where you can just ask like the rest of your cast to be like, if Osherms does a little bit more damage, if Joe does a little bit more damage, maybe things change. As we go to order select, I think that felt like Blazer was really comfortable on that whip on anchor, so maybe switching the Joe and the Shermie.
Yeah. I like the idea of it, too. Like, exactly what you're saying. He felt pretty comfortable with the whip, and he was doing a good job of controlling space. Wow, switches up the Joe and the Shermie. I don't blame him, maybe give Sherm a little bit more meter to work with, a little bit more options, keep Joe in the point to try and space out Robert a little bit more. Interesting idea.
Yeah, so Shermie on second, Osherms I should say, Osherms on second has, like you were saying before, incredible damage. If you can get the combos down, like for 2 EXs, crazy amounts of damage, but also she has a couple of other tools. She has her super dive, which actually is projectile invul if you can make a read. So that adds another bit to utility if you're going through the fireballs of Robert and Andy. Maybe that's something that she's thinking about. Joe on point, actually, one of the best things about him is that thing I was saying before, one of the best fireballs in the game, if not the best fireball in the game. Fireballs are harder to get through when you don't have as many options. When you don't have the EXs and you don't have the supers, you don't have the guard cancels to get through it, then it becomes harder to deal with fireballs and deal with that zoner playstyle. That's why a lot of the times you see zoners on point like Joe, Athena, Robert, these characters that have really strong fireballs be on point because it is more difficult to deal with it in that position.
Absolutely, you have less resources, so you have less ways to spin to try and contest them. It can be difficult, but Joe is such a good fireball himself, much better at contesting the Robert fireballs, and also they contest his dive kicks pretty well as a result too, with how how much screen space they occupy. They are a real estate agent, man. They really cashed out and bought property at its prime, and already doing a good job with these fireballs. Great high jump by DrunkMonkey though. Gonna go ahead and get in for a nice combo.
Put him in the corner. So he has an opportunity to take advantage of this positioning. But that's been quite difficult versus DrunkMonkey's opponents dealing with this Tatsu on block.
Yeah, they've really been struggling to make it happen. He's been so good at sneaking in at times that by the time they realize they've been hit by it, it's a little bit too late to do anything to try and punish their contestant. God blocks the guard cancel.
I have to watch that back.
Yeah.
But he might have micro-walked 2B to get that. Which
he might be nasty.
He might be pretty sick with it.
Shermie, 2 bars a meter. Has a lot of options here. Oh, got a little bit of a hit there. But if she can get the touch, she can certainly kill. There's no question about that. Just a matter of finding that touch. And I love these jumping CDs in, setting up the traps, and just not going to overcommit against DrunkMonkey. Finds the hit.
Needs another hit. Thankfully, this character can definitely get it with a fireball or something like that. But, you know, you really want to get this Robert out of here. And it is gone. Finally, Robert pretty much traded for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen DrunkMonkey play against Robert against like 9 characters at this point. Finally goes down quite considerably.
Yeah, nice traps, and this is going to be a little bit easier of a matchup against Andy for that exact reason. Has a lot of meter. If he can cash out, really, really effective, and also good at just keeping Andy from doing his shoulders in, right? Really, really fast approaching option, but with traps in the way, not nearly as easy to make that happen, right? Set up these full screen traps using fireballs to just keep Andy away, and so far pretty good for BlazerFury in this match. Definitely controlling the life.
Yeah, Andy also incredibly strong fireball. Great space control in front of him. Has a great speed. So trying to contest that Osherms, but it seems like BlazerFury actually has a good read on it. Spending meter when necessary, and they're going back and forth on block.
Ooh, try to go for that big hit. Unfortunately, not going to connect. He's thrown back into the corner, but not a bad situation to be. Life's pretty even, but that guard meter is starting to get real, real low. Fortunately, BlazerFury is able to get out of it and setting up the trap. Double hit there. Building back up. We got the EX Fireball coming in slowly. Trading back and forth. Nice jumping by DrunkMonkey. Very, very even game. Ooh, wake up super.
And it hits.
That's so
Just
good.
needs a pixel of health left and gets it with the fireball trap afterwards. BlazerFury is showing off the Osherms.
Really good stuff. Not going to gain the most health back in the world, but you are, hey, you're not going to complain. You're going in with a character advantage for the first time in the set. Really comfortable place to be. Dinosaur's got 5 bars of meter. He will absolutely make you hurt if he gets the connection, but he's going to have to work a little bit to get in versus Shermie, and then it gets that following whip. So it's not as bad as it might seem. Both characters and both players have a pretty even scenario here, as long as DrunkMonkey can get this first hit early.
Yeah, so he's doing the right thing right now. He's playing pretty calm. He's anti-airing, tossing fireballs in front of him. You just have to worry about getting that EX flip or the EX leap and beating one of the fireballs out. He does have fireballs, or sorry, does have a lot of meter, so he's going to use it. He's just about when.
Yeah. Just trying to find that good hit. And exactly what you're saying, Blazer's just been doing good. He's not overcommitting, playing very calm, very patient, and not doing something that could really get him super punished yet so far. Been kind of patient with how he's throwing out these fireballs, so DrunkMonkey hasn't been able to get a good read on it so far. DrunkMonkey being slow and committing himself. Oh, nice pickup. And this is where you cash out. This is what. Oh, that hurts. And now DrunkMonkey hits a pickup himself. We'll be able to kill. Not going to gain a ton of health back. Kind of a jank combo, but we make it work.
Unfortunate, dropped like an ender of the combo there with the super, but doing super well. Dude, I'm really happy to see Shermie played that well.
Yeah.
But remember saying before, the comfortable character was the whip. The problem here is that DrunkMonkey is almost at 5 bars with Dinosaur. If he gets the opportunity, maybe not.
Yeah, good stuff. Blazer going to control it out. That character switch did so much work, just having Joe to contest. Forced a Robert trade for the first time by DrunkMonkey, actually having to really lean on the other 2 characters going into that even second game. And Shermie just played super well, really able to kind of counteract some of, you know, Andy's bigger strengths, right? Andy's fireball is good, but so is Shermie's, and that trade's not super beneficial a lot of the time.
And I'm going to be honest with you, almost no one plays this character. like Osherms is an incredibly underrepresented character, a super character specialist, because not only is she unique, but she also plays a playstyle that nobody else does in the game.
Oh, yeah.
In that like zoner trapper style. So like when you play against, you have to play against somebody who knows how to play the character.
Yes.
When you don't, and you're trying to get it on this character, it can get really frustrating. So definitely great. I love seeing the timer tick down in these matchups. You know, fireball versus fireball characters. Both players really looking to how to approach the opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. And already starting off pretty even so far. Blazer getting that early advantage, but DrunkMonkey getting the knockdown, and he's going to go ahead and try to restart, but we're kind of back to neutral here. Those standing Ds that Joe have, such a good button. Controls a lot of space and hits, you know, chunks when it does get the touch. Good dive kick to get over the fireball. Really clever idea. Jump back, fireball pressure, and you have to overcommit. Yep, gets the knee into the super, cashes out a little bit.
Yeah, cashes out on it. Not normally what you see on point, but maybe feeling really comfortable in this matchup and feels like if I can get rid of the Robert, maybe I have a better chance at taking this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not the normal idea, but, I mean, the Robert from DrunkMonkey has been a problem in every match. So if he can get it out a little bit quicker, a little bit easier, it feels like a good situation, but really good CD into the pickup here. DrunkMonkey going to go close.
Okay, relax.
Knee into super again, just gonna go ahead and close it out. Hey, spin the bar. You're in a comfortable situation, and BlazerFury with a pretty decently healthy Joe here, gonna be able to do some work on this Andy, hopefully.
Yeah, so the goal here for BlazerFury is just to make the round last as long as possible, because the longer the round lasts, the more fireballs you chuck, the more meter you gain, and the less health he gets back.
Good little combo of that conversion there. Yep, just throw those fireballs, make it hard for Andy. Even on chip, they do a decent amount of damage, which makes it hard to approach him. Ooh, tried to punish him for the jump over. Good tech on the throw. Back at it in the center. Those EX tornadoes are so annoying to deal with. I love the neutral jump to punish Blazer for going in. Blazer maybe a little bit too aggressive in that call, but DrunkMonkey got chunked a little bit, so it's not the worst situation in the world.
Underneath that 42-second mark, so only getting 250 instead of the 300 health back. So a little bit of the job done, but we'll see here. This was kind of the breaking point. Nice!
Yo, there's that call out you were talking about. Exactly.
Good reactions there. Gets the punish with the super. Once he gets that bar again, he can start jumping on Andy a little bit more often. He's going to be afraid of that once again. Going to spend half of it in order to get that EX fireball.
Good stuff. Having a really good life lead. BlazerFury finally able to get in, got a throw off, but unfortunately not much other than that. And just Blazer's doing such a good job of just controlling space. These traps, making it hard. The EX fireballs doing really, really good work to prevent DrunkMonkey from getting in. Nice jumping. Yep.
Yeah, have to roll forward on that one, and then you can toss a fireball to meet you. And that is almost as good as it gets for Osherms.
Yeah, that's a classic checkmate scenario with her, and it's really, really strong. Really, BlazerFury is doing such a good job navigating it. Now, full health Shermie versus Dinosaur. Dinosaur, again, is going to have to spin some meter to get out of this pretty cleanly. And every meter that he spins means he's got a little bit less to use for whip. Oh, no! That interrupted.
Try to meet him in the air, unfortunately. The press from the top rope, able to take it.
Those
but
2As.
DrunkMonkey will be quite happy here. Hasn't had to spend a lot of meter for how much damage he's gotten out of her.
I love the flip there. A bold idea, but worked out really, really favorably there.
Oh, these 2Cs.
Yeah.
Nice.
To air flip to catch Dinosaur again, but DrunkMonkey spending only half a bar of meter for that entire character. Blazer just wasn't able to zone out the Dinosaur as well as he was before, and now Whip's got a really big meter disadvantage. Dinosaur can really, really hurt her if he gets on top.
One thing that Dinosaur does have, the 2C that I'm mentioning time and time again, it's good because the armor makes it so that it doesn't have to worry about how good a hitbox is.
Yeah.
So that jump CD is going to be negated from Whip. It's one of the best in the game. Yeah. But this positioning here for BlazerFury, super strong, gets a hit. DrunkMonkey going to be able to spend some meter on this one. No, nothing yet.
Just not to. Maybe wants to force it to a one-touch, like give himself a position where he can just kill off the touch, but still a little bold, a little brave. Especially against a character like Whip, you're not guaranteed too many of those touches.
Almost anything leads to kill at this point.
Yeah.
So if you can find this anti-air level 2, oh, look, huge damage. Goes for the cross-up. Nice block from DrunkMonkey.
Yeah, that's so big. And now DrunkMonkey, oh, wow, finds him in the air. Oh, blocks it. Just charging forward. Why? He's so brave. Oh, gets hit by the JC, though. That he's going to close it out. Good stuff for BlazerFury.
Great set, pulls it back at the last moment. I mean, really, really good stuff. That switch up from Joe to Shermie, switching Joe to point instead of having Sherms on point, worked well for both characters. I feel like he got more value out of both characters. And then at the very end there, actually was able to take it out with the whip. So great stuff moving on through the tournament, and that kind of blows through everything as well. So it can be really frustrated to play against her. Let's see how this one goes down.
Yeah, Hinako, one of the proud KOF SNK traditions of those pixie grapplers. Really, really strong grapplers with pretty good movement and options to get in and consider things. Wow, good DP already from Paradox. Going to go ahead and challenge Tantan on the right, actually. Swapped up his team a little bit. He was playing the Iron Mai earlier, but now subbing in that Hinako. Interesting idea.
Yeah, a lot of CDs already out there. Yeah, really strong CD because it pushes back so far on block. So actually just space traps for her very nicely.
Yeah, good stuff. Paradox leading off.
I thought he was going to get the hit. DP. Both players playing really fast here.
Yeah, they're both really committing pretty aggressively. Lots of DPs coming up from Paradox. He's been letting them rip so far.
Yeah. I can't believe how many of them hit for just like a not anti-air. Yeah. Like he just ran forward and got hit by DPs.
Good stuff. Tantan on the hider, already leading off with the slash. I like Cronin too as a point. It's interesting because you're really leaning on his ability to play footsies and his strong options at most ranges of the screen, versus his ability to combo super heavily off of meter and something like a mid or an anchor position. But working out really well for Paradox so far, been using great work on those DPs.
Yeah, I actually love the way that he's playing it because this character kind of got changed a lot in the previous couple of patches.
Yeah.
So once you get into this corner here, you get a really big reward. He spent some meter on it because of that. Plus frames.
Stays back. Nice crosser for Tantan. Got to go ahead and try to close his character out as soon as possible. Paradox getting the throw and just doing a good job of using drill, using those jump CDs, all the good options that he has to really lock down. Yep, gets the snag on the ground.
Paradox just showing off the character so well.
Yeah.
I mean, this character definitely underplayed now that got a ton of nerfs. Definitely just doesn't blow you up for one single DP. But really like how he's playing it because it's just playing this sort of space control in front of him in a little bit of a different way. You know, most of the time when we say space control, we mean like characters with fireballs.
Yeah.
This character's kind of just doing it by standing in front of you and DPing and pressing really strong normals.
Yeah, exactly. Things like those drill, jump CD, like just doing a good job of making it hard to approach. God, that anti-fireball tool going in, converting into the full for 1.5 bars of meter. A lot of damage there. Whip on the DP, no punish by Tantan, and we're pushing right back into the corner. Yet again, jump CDs trying to get the pressure. Good challenges by Tantan. That J drill, though. Oh, another huge damage conversion. Tried to feint out for the grab that time. Going to get baited out. Unfortunately, Tantan is able to dive out and get the kill here, but really a lot of work needs to be done to win this game.
Yeah, totally. And you're dealing with the Blue Mary now. One of the strongest characters in the version of the game. Just incredible normals from the air. Has a lot of ways to make you double think about what you're doing as a punish. Yeah, just going to end it with a CD right there. Great stuff.
Nothing super crazy. Paradox didn't really have to necessarily work too hard. There's still a lot of threat that Mai can bring out. She had a decent amount of meter, so she can do a lot of damage. She gets in those situations, but she didn't have much health, and she's going to have to get a couple of touches before she can kill that character to begin with. There's a lot of room that had to be made up, and you still had a third character for Paradox. Really comfortable situation, and just did a lot of work with that Cronin on point. I really like how he's been approaching the matchup with him.
Yeah, he got a little bit of damage, or I would probably say that Hinako versus Cronin was probably the best situation for him. So if you can get a little bit more value out of this, I think he has a much better chance. And I was going to mention that actually, never stomped. And the reason why you want to stomp is because you just want them to start jumping for no reason and make them feel like they can't do stuff in neutral.
Exactly.
Once you establish the stomps, you get the opponent to jump more, you're going to get a lot more opportunities.
Good pressure, good fireball. She's doing a poke, not overcommitting. And I like the range that Paradox is holding against Tantan on the Hinako. Really like. He's just staying right outside of that advancing normal range and just doing a good job of using his tools to counteract, counter poke, and just keep you locked down with those fireballs. Wow, good pressure.
Guard bar.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Yeah, great awareness there. Got jumped in too many times. It can be kind of hard to use Hinako's anti-air because it is armor, but it's very slow.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you have to use it on a straight-up read rather than a reaction, but you cannot have the opponent jump on you that often.
Yeah.
Oy!
Again, jumping over those fireballs with that option. Good pressure. Again, just kind of standing right outside of all the immediate button range. Hydern's got a bit longer buttons than other characters, so it makes it a little harder. But Paradox has been really good about controlling space, backdashing to stay within that optimal range, right about there, right, where he's close enough to get his advancing drills and those short hop CDs. Really good options. And again, double short hop CD. Good throw by Tantan getting the corner.
Oh, nice chase down with the Stormbringer. Going to get some health back as well. Oh, tried to go for a meaty cross-up setup and a little bit too early on that one.
And D, weird off. Wow, try to commit to the DP, but unfortunately that cross-up is going to get there. Nice fireball. Pressure. Good challenge. Paradox, he will DP you.
Yeah, I mean, you not only do you have to get him to block the DP, but you also have to get punished hard for the DP as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a two-pronged thing. So it's like if you block the DP, cool, but you have to make him hurt, make him feel like he can't use it.
Exactly. Good challenges so far. Tantan, if he can get this character out quickly, ooh, big commit there, but not going to connect. If he can get this character quickly, can maybe make a run back here, but he can't lose a lot of life and can't let this timer get very low. Good challenge. I like that 2A there to kind of snuff him out and then just stick out the big fan normal to close it. Tantan, in a bad position. I'm not going to mince words here, but you have a lot of work. You have a full health Maya. You have about 2.5 bars. You just got to get through this Blue Mary and that Yashiro, both who can cash out for a ton of damage if they get a touch. Oh,
yeah. 2.5 bars means you can spend EXs and stuff like that, but you can't go wild just yet.
Yeah.
So can spend on the EX there, looking for that hit.
Oh, gets low. 4 bars are needed for Blue Mary. She's at max. Oh, and gets that touch. This is where we're going to see that. Ooh, drops a combo.
Yeah, gets thrown out of the corner, so gonna get some space behind him. Opportunity for Tantan here.
Yeah, he has to make it count, and can't let this timer get too low too. Oh, good quick mode confirmed. This should kill maybe if he wants to commit full out. Yeah. Level 3 Paradox. Solid performance in this matchup here. With that Cronin point, man, did so much work.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. Maybe people have forgotten how to play against the character, honestly, because character's been non-existent. Pretty much, characters aren't hard to learn in this game, at least at the basic level. You can get started with characters basically with like a light combo, a heavy combo, and like a couple of footsie tools, and then you can start playing against other people with just that. So despite needing 3 characters, not so bad. Most of the characters can be played like that. There's a few characters that are, take a little bit more work than that. And that means that you can, for the most part, just kind of like pick and choose and play whatever character that you want. And rarely do characters feel like they're too much for anybody. As we get into this one, we got double Yash and Geese on one side.
Interesting.
Versus, I think it was Sylvie Mary and one other character. I'm not quite yet, but strong teams on both sides. Double Yash. Really love Yashiro, both versions in this game, because the normal set is incredible.
Yeah. Trumpet, Paradox, of course, staying in after moving that. And this is for a top 8 breaker, by the way. So the winner of this is going to move on to winner side top 8. Really, really comfortable position to be. Oh, Yashiro, Geese, like you were saying, very strong team right now.
So you put Oyash on point. So the funny thing about putting Oyash in different positions is that Oyash doesn't change the way that he plays.
Yeah.
As in terms of other characters actually change depending on what position that you want to play him in.
Oh, yeah.
Oyash doesn't. And the reason for that is because he just always wants the same thing. He wants to get the hit level 1, and then he gets Oki off of that level 1. But it's so valuable, and it's so low cost that you can just do it wherever. On point, however, it just means that you have to earn that first bar before you get access to it. In the meantime, you're still a grappler on point in KOF, so you're still pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And Paradox doing a pretty good job so far with that Oyashiro of just freaking out, making it hard for Trumpet to really approach and get anything started. Oh, nice neutral jump to catch, but not going to do anything so far. Pretty big life differential here, so best thing you can do is kill some time to make it hard for Paradox to really confirm, but you're going to go right into level 1 on this one, and this will kill. I remember when he came out, he was doing this much. He was doing a ton of damage.
Man.
He's so cool. Oh, good stuff, Paradox. Getting a very, very healthy Oyashiro into this second character. Really good position to be in. JD to challenge. Sylvie's going to have to do some work here.
Put that command grab in there. Going to go for the Oki setup here. Actually went for the overhead 2 times. 3 times. Yeah, but you got to block it. Tell me. Tell me you know how to block it.
Absolutely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he just kept letting it rock. Nice DP to get out of the corner here.
Oh, doesn't get the full hit, but still gets a single one. One of the frame trap tools, or sorry, space tools that Sylvie players have been going for a little bit more often. That DP goes so far horizontal that you can use it in those situations.
Absolutely. Nice Jake running in, trying to get some pressure going. Not going to happen. Paradox waking up and mashing, gets a conversion. In over 30 seconds, you've got a very healthy Oyashiro going into the third character. Paradox looking really, really comfortable. Isla, Yashiro should be an interesting matchup, but again, you have that 1.5 bar meter. That's all you need. You got your one thing, and you're going to do it if you get a chance. So if Trumpet is able to keep out and convert into a good combo, you should be able to close out pretty easily here. But if Yashiro gets one good hit, it'll be a really rough situation.
Gets the overhead, trades in his favor so he can get Oki DPs out.
Throws back, and we're going to go ahead and jump in. Nothing finding from Trumpet. Oh, nice. Gets a big hit there and is able to convert out. Just for a 50 meter, get the character closed out. Really nice. Still got about 3.5 bars, and now Paradox is going to be forced into the other Yashiro.
I'm always really impressed with people who can play double Yashiro because I am not smart, and seeing the same character, I just go, oh, same character, same specials. But yeah, both great characters, and this character a little bit better with extra meter because he has more valuable EXs, but he's going to spend a little bit on this. Level 2 on top of it.
Knock him out and goes ahead, gets the Oki afterwards. Nice guard cancel to roll out. I like that idea. Trumpet wants to try and take the cornerback and can't afford too many other hits. Gets a nice little loop, rolls back to avoid the overhead. And we're just going to throw some spray paint.
Well, couldn't finish it there, but going to get the run-up throw. Paradox able to take the first game.
Yeah, solid performance so far. Yashiro.
Yeah,
them
so
boys hit.
The greatest thing about Yashiro, in my opinion, is not that it's not that he's a command grab character with really strong command grab and a really lot of damage. It's actually the fact that he has Yashiro's normal set.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So strong for controlling the space in front of you. That far B, the jump A, it's like some incredible tools to keep the opponent in front of you. So when you have those tools as a grappler, usually it means that you have these strong tools that are control space in front of you, and then you get in closer.
Yeah.
But actually, it just means that it sets up his game plan so well because it sometimes even frustrates the opponent.
Absolutely.
And it gives them the opportunities by the opponent just jumping in. You get opportunities that way as we get into the second one here.
Absolutely, and we're going back into it. And the question is, what can Trumpet kind of do? Swap positions a little bit. Has the Blueberry, it's kept the positions the same. But Blueberry Point is going to have to figure out a way to get rid of the Yashiro pretty early here. I mean, he was able to steamroll super effectively, so you have to try to lock him down before he gets that first bar of meter. But speak of the devil, nice pickup there. Keeps the corner, and you get Oki. Again. Yoink.
Oh, not going to spend on this one here.
Oh, okay. Snags it.
Boy, yeah. His anti-air command grab is very strong.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to safe jump this character. And if the opponent recognizes that you aren't, then he can get those for free.
Yeah, absolutely. Back into the Sylvie, and again, really big character advantage here for Paradox. Has has the bar, the only thing you need with this character, and have full life going into it. But Trumpet doing a good job of getting some pressure with Sylvie. Nice little conversion there. Oh, gets thrown back though.
Yeah, got thrown out of something, maybe an EX Fireball, but spent an EX on something that went awry. Gonna roll out. Finally getting back some space behind them. Nice 2C anti-air.
Yeah, got a hit. Wasn't able to convert out of it. Ooh, big whiff on that. He's not dead, but you are in a really unhealthy situation.
Oh, no, I think he's dead.
Hey, you weren't kidding for one.
This character does damage.
Oh, I thought it would be close. I didn't realize it was outright.
Once I saw him get a DP punish, I was like, oh, yeah, this is like 500 and then whatever else he wants to add on this one.
Jeez Louise. And immediately going right into the classic. You love this song and dance. We're just going to play it again. Tries to get the Oki. Not going to get anything, but does get the throw afterwards. Guard cancel. Trumpet just trying to keep Yashiro out. His character's terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a normal set this strong, you never feel so pressured to run in at the opponent because being in front of them isn't your goal as a grappler.
Yeah.
Like, you can just be in this position right here because the space control with far B is so strong.
Yeah, good throw to get out of that situation there by Trumpet. Going to go ahead and jump up and try and continue the pressure and cross up. You can't really overcommit because if you get caught just like that, you're dead here. As we just learned from the last stock, you will outright die here. And Paradox is going to go ahead and move on, make their way into winner's side top 8. Really, really solid stuff.
That's why you put the character on point. If you feel like that you can best your opponent just in neutral like that, you will get more reward out of Oyash than almost every other character in the game.
Ash throughout the game is a really, really good conversion. I think a little bit worse. They've kind of toned down some of the damage and the OCB, you know, the one-touch kill potential that he had in some of the earlier patches, but still really, really solid in the anchor position. The Tycoon, a very sort of similar charge zoner with a lot of good catch-outs and a lot of good damage that they can do. So both these characters are going to be playing pretty far apart from each other. It's just a question on who gets started first.
Yeah, interesting to see he went back to the Osherms on point. I feel like we saw a lot of value out of him putting Joe on point instead, but maybe trying to play the matchup. As of right now, Danke coming out strong.
Yeah, good stuff. Just keeping up the pressure going. Those nice short hop confirms. Gets the low to catch Sherm, pressing a button, and we're going to go ahead and just throw fireballs, trying to set up those traps, but Donk's just controlling screen space so well. Not overcommitting, not going too far, so that we're releasing pressure, and that guard bar is getting really low. Gets the crack, and then going to go ahead and close out the character. Heal up back to full. Really, really comfortable position.
Yeah, I think wasn't able to get anything started. It definitely a little bit harder to play that zoner trapper style versus a character like Hydran, who can toss fireballs and has one of the best run speeds in the game. Absolutely. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to play like that. As we get on the Joe, gets the cross up after the Stormbringer. This is why this character is so good.
Good damage, goes ahead, gets a short hop pressure, and another good cross-up. Stormbringer right back into it again, and BlazerFury's in a really bad situation on this Joe here. Tries to roll away from the fireball, but you just get checked with a low. Perfect on that one.
Yeah, I mean, this style of play is so simple for the player to play. Not in a bad way. I'm not trying to say it's like it's brain dead or anything like that, but when you have this sort of simple play style of being able to run Oki so consistently, it leaves your brain open for everything else in the game. Exactly. Makes it easier to play KOF.
Exactly, you know. And that's a good point. Like, it's simple. It's not necessarily easy, right? But not having to think as much about your Oki setups and the ability to think more about the neutral and how you're going to get to those Oki setup really can help out a lot. Well, we're trying to get the double pick up there, not going to work. Wake up, whip into the level 2. Blazer getting some meaningful damage on this item for the first time in this set, and we're going to go ahead and keep pressuring up with the whip normal. Jump in.
Good patience from Danke. Oh, gets away from the EX Moon Slasher, but nothing afterwards. Level 2 once again gets rid of the Hydra, and finally, the BlazerFury had to invest in that one.
Yeah, had to spend a lot to do it, but you know, even though you're in kind of a rough situation, especially going into the Tycoon and Ash, you're at least getting to see, you know, Donk's habits with these characters, at least forcing him to make commitments and start trying to get an understanding of how he's going to play them and how he's going to approach his matchup with these characters, right? Already look at him walking back. You're going to see that a lot from this matchup to keep that charge going forward from the Tycoon. Oh, nice conversion. And Oki afterwards. Nice block.
Yeah, Whip especially wants that first EX meter. She gets most of her meter back when she uses that EX combo, but she needs it in order to even start looping it. But that's it for Whip. Danke is able to take the first game here.
Yeah, got clipped by one flash kick, and then that's pretty much the ball game at that point. Got a knockdown and a really, really ambiguous cross-up. I did not expect that to happen there, and just barely clipped him and got him out on that.
Yeah, so it's really tough to deal with his with Hydran's Oki because jump C, jump A, just in general, jump B, really strong cross-up tools, and jump C especially incredibly ambiguous. So honestly, like when you're playing against this character, just like you kind of just have to guess and like be on the ball because sometimes he just runs you over on the Oki alone. And why he's so strong. As we go back to order select, I think we're probably going to see the same change as we saw from BlazerFury before. We got to see him switch the Osherms and Joe position once he lost the first round.
I think it's interesting, you know, he did a similar thing last time, and I like the idea of it. Joe some ability. Those fireballs are really, really good. And against Hydran, you're struggling when he's able to get close. And within this sort of right outside of your footsie's range, having better fireballs might make it a little bit harder for Danke to run away with the Hydran in this game again. So I'm really curious about how it's going to cash out and how it's going to work as an overall game plan. But he really has to get rid of that Hydran quickly. It was something he struggled with and went to the whip instead this time. I like that option a lot. Whip seemed to do a lot better against Hydran than anybody else in this cast.
Yeah. So switching actually to the whip all the way up on point, Osherms have gone in the anchor.
Yeah.
Don't usually see Sherms all the way back there. So interested to see how this plays out. Maybe just feeling like the control that whip gave him will give him the opportunity to play the game a little bit better.
Yeah, and like doing stuff like that where you literally attach yourself to the top there, you can get out of some of those corner situations that Hydern might normally be able to cover you in, which is a really big benefit. Instead of having to be locked down and dying for jumping out, you can actually get out and be pretty safe here. And it's been working out pretty well for Blazer. Oh, nice conversion for Donk.
Anti-air was a little slow, so going to spend money on this one. Great damage for the amount of meter that you spent, and you get the Oki, stays same side, but good throw mash.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it to hit.
Good stuff, but already this first character looking a lot better for Blazer than the previous game did. Wow, nice standing D to go ahead and close it out and get the kill to move on. Hydern doing work here, and now there's a question of if Joe can finish it off. He's going to have to do it quick because he's almost certainly going to get tagged while it happens, but if he can make it happen quickly, he can put himself into a situation to potentially win the match. Nice tornadoes.
Nice. Yeah, that's what that DP is used for. It goes more horizontal than a lot of other characters' DPs do, and that's because it's specifically designed to anti-air for fireball traps like that.
Yeah. If somebody tries to neutral jump over, well, you can catch him with Joe. That's one of his big benefits. And using the fireballs really, really well so far here, of just keeping Hydern from doing anything too crazy. Wow, nice jump in. Donk overcommitted there, and the fireballs are doing a lot of work.
Yeah, great stuff with the jump C, finishing it off, and actually put himself in a really good position. A lot of fireballs, so it gained a lot of meter back, and actually has the meter lead going into this third round.
Oh, nice. Full health characters when Tycoon versus Joe has that extra bar meter, like you were saying, gets caught. But Joe, has a bit of a benefit here where he really doesn't have to approach. Oh, God, gets hit by the step palm. But Joe doesn't really have to super heavily approach Tycoon and die to getting flash kicked out of the air, right? It gives him a little bit more flexibility in this matchup, and Blazer's not trying to overcommit, playing very safe and pretty patient so far. I really like it. Unfortunately, those Sonic Booms can just go right through the fireballs. Nice quick mode confirmed. This should be a good amount of damage.
Nice, gonna spend some money on that one. Puts himself in a great position. Danke rolls out, taking the corner positioning. Lunge. OTG goes for the safe jump setup. Oi! Advanced strike, blowing up the throw attempt.
Get domed into the super, and we're jumping back in again. Continuing the pressure, gets a little knockdown, and we're throwing those pillows to confirm. Wow, nice jumping, and those pillows are so oppressive. Blazer had to make a commitment to get out. Is able to get out, but that EX fireball just blowing through the tornadoes. It's one of the harder parts of this matchup. You really can't, keep him boxed out. Danke can always pressure with Tycoon from the distance.
Yeah, great stuff. Danke with incredible positioning after that rollout was able to really keep Blazer knocked down. See how this anchor Osherms, I'm really interested to see how he decides to play it. Osherms is really good EXs, so.
Yeah. If he can get a hit, he can kill this Tycoon without too much fuss. Ooh, the flash kick whiff, and this is what we're talking about. Those EXs, the combo, a lot of damage there, and just going to go ahead and set up for trap, probably looking to chip out, and gets the closeout. BlazerFury, not bad, and now Donk's on the Ash. Good situation to be in. Ash, another one of those characters that if he gets a touch will absolutely slaughter you. And with 3 bars, you're not quite at the magic number, but you're at a really comfortable position to still cash out for a ton with good quick mode and max mode confirms. Back off, and this is what we're talking about. The Ash Sonic Booms making it hard. That EX Fireball is going to blow through, and the traps do make it hard as Blazer can accurately contest Ash from a good distance. Throwing Sonic Boom, nice, gets him out of the air. We're back into the mid-screen.
Yeah, we're almost at that point. Once Ash gets the opponent underneath 700 health and they have 3 bars, that's the time where he can kill. So he's there on the meter side, he's there on the health side, just needs to find this next hit. Spend actually a bit of that on the meter. So.
Both of them kind of dancing around each other. Good throw by Blazer, and Blazer looking much more into control. That whip on point really, really helped him navigate out of the Hydern and get himself into this much more even last character scenario here. Good pressure. Ash is going to continue throwing those fireballs. EX Sonic Booms just making it hard for you to approach and really contest. And the traps by Osherm are actually good because you can place them on an Ash combo, but this is where Ash is best. These huge pickups and the quick mode confirm into DP, not able to cash out super heavily. Still a good amount of damage, and EX Flash Kick will seal the deal. Danke is punching his ticket in the top 8. Good stuff.
Yeah, great stuff. Expected to see his player up in top 8, so